both Twitch and YouTube right now.
Okay. Oh, Natalie Portman says she thinks she's done with Marvel.
I heard she wasn't going to be in the.
So it looks like they're not going to be doing Lady Thor after all. Good riddance. I wasn't a big fan of Natalie Portman in the Thor movies. I just didn't see the chemistry between the two characters, you know?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
That in during Age of Ultron when, there's that argument going on that I'm kind of like, this doesn't really need to be in the movie, especially since like it ended up like, Pepper Potts and you know uh Jane Foster are like no longer going to be part of the universe.
Right.
The last mention of them was like this argument over who was better. Well, neither was that great because they're not staying. Oh no, we did have the Iron Man sad because they're broken up or whatever in Civil War.
Yeah.
That little moment. Man, this Mr. Robot show, I think I need to watch this. I'm seeing it pop up everywhere.
It's a good show.
Is it? You've been watching it?
I've not seen. Has season two started? Because I haven't seen
Oh,
any of season two. Um, you and were I listened to the morning stream podcast, and dude has been talking a lot about Mr. Robot because he just got into it.
yeah, I think I will. See Harley Quinn play Pokemon Go in space. What?
Oh yeah, she does play Pokemon Go in like the latest whatever she's in.
Okay. Alrighty, you ready?
Yep, and just tweeted out that we're on both Twitch and YouTube. There's my phone telling me I got a retweet. And another one. Hold on a second. Shut up. Alrighty.
Okay. Welcome to episode 268 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from the geeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald. I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
And we're back. Not gonna be a long show, I don't think.
No, because there was a shit ton of news. Nothing.
Despite Gamescom, there's no real major...
nothing happened at Gamescom, because there was no press conferences at all. Sony just said, we've got an event coming up, so...
Oh, but Stuart, Football Manager 2017 release date announced.
Oh my god, I know, I cannot
wait. I'm scrolling through my feeds and I just see stupid things like that. Like, it's okay, that's technically news. Oh, there's a Xbox One S FIFA 17 bundle. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I am kind of a FIFA fan, but I'm every 5 years or so I'll play a FIFA. But the story mode in this one kind of sounds kind of cool, and I kind of wish it was a created player kind of a thing, but whatever.
Alrighty, what have you been playing, though?
Doing? Still playing World of Warcraft, because, expansion's coming out, things are getting geared up, ready to go, but that's enough about that. What I have been playing, which came out of nowhere for me, was GoldenEye Source, which is a mod that somebody made and put out for free. And it is fucking awesome. It's GoldenEye with up-res textures, and it's using the Source engine, and it is fucking fun. I have actually streamed it the past two nights.
Yeah, I did see you talk about you've been streaming it.
Yeah, it's... a lot of those maps, I don't remember like half those maps. I remember maybe 3 maps. And I'm like, maybe this is new to this version of GoldenEye, I don't remember. But some of the maps that I do remember, those games were designed, I'm quote, designed for, 4 players to be on that map. Not 32. Which I guess is just pure chaos. You spawn, turn a corner, like, oh look, there's 50. Just 50 bullets just coming right at my face. But yeah, it's hella fun. It's free, so absolutely check it out. You don't have to have a certain game to play this mod. It is its own download, whatever, and it does show up in Steam somehow. I don't know how that works, but it does.
Okay. So is that it?
Pretty much, yeah. What have you been playing?
Well, more Pokemon Go. This is like I'm really playing a lot of this game. I made a trip to Oklahoma City, went to the zoo. They were having some event.
Right, you were talking about that.
Where there's like they had like over 40 Pokestops there, and they were putting lures for from 10 to 2. It wasn't as great as it sounded like it was gonna be. I went to afterwards. I went to a local park, local Oklahoma City park, and that was better and free. And there was I mean, less animal feces, of course. So that's always a plus. Um, it was
You know.
just I've got a video. I've got a bunch of footage that I need to sit down this weekend and I'm put together a video of. Because there was some really, that park was gorgeous. And it was like 80 degrees, cloudy 80 degrees. It just felt so great just walking around, enjoying nature, and staring at my phone, playing Pokemon, seeing there's so many other people playing Pokemon, people, seeing my Squirtle hat that I'm wearing right now, and coming up to me and talking to me about, oh hey, yeah, and then it's like you're walking, and then you see people, talk to each other that you noticed weren't hanging out with each other, and then they start going some way, and you're like, I need to go follow them. There must be a Pokemon over here. And like, that was fun. I would definitely suggest, if you got a nice park to go to, like, that's the place to do it. To play Pokemon Go is a nice, like, a real nice park, because normally the parks have like tons of Pokestops. Like, there's a park here that in my town that has, like, man, there has to be at least 20 Pokestops, and there's like 3, 4 right next to this little lake, and it's pretty cool. But this one in Oklahoma City was amazing. It was the Will Rogers Park. It was amazing. It really was. Like I said, I got footage I got to edit and put together this weekend. I'm gonna actually have time to do stuff this weekend, so.
Cool.
And I finished up the Batman Telltale series. Well, the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished the last bit of. It's pretty good. I like it. I really do. I like it's hit or miss when it's not Kevin Conroy. It really is. More times it's a miss, but this time I think it's a hit. I really like the voicing. It's Troy Baker,
yes.
I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to be like, no, it's not Nolan North. It's the other one who does all the voices.
Nolan North's kind of like semi-retired now, so.
Oh really? Okay.
He doesn't take as many jobs as he used to.
I mean, does he need to?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he's like, oh, Uncharted, guaranteed Uncharted. Are they done with Uncharted, or are they gonna pop out more?
Who knows? I mean, 4. It 4 made me really want to get a PS4.
Oh, and he's got that Destiny money. He's the Ghost now, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So, probably doing all kinds of lines for Destiny 2.
Or
that they're working on. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but well, I mean, they did have him redo all of Dinklage's lines.
True, but that
plus the new stuff they had for.
I mean, really, if you think about it, wasn't a whole lot.
True. Very true.
Look, thing over here. Protect me.
Pretty much. I'm scanning. Protect me. I'm scanning. Protect me. Protect me. I'm scanning.
It came from the moon.
Didn't they take that line out?
I think they did. Yeah.
The wizard from the moon.
Yeah.
And they made like T-shirts and stuff before the game came out that they sold that had that line. I don't know, but yeah, the Batman Telltale series. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a. It's not a year 1. It's kind of like a year 3 type. Because it seems like Batman's not. He's not a super rookie, but he's not like he can't be a veteran because like there's obvious characters that have not become super villains yet, or
right,
become
like,
villains yet. Harvey Dent.
What's his? Yeah, Harvey Dent. Yes.
And spoilers, the Penguin's in there.
Okay.
And
I should pick it up. I should. Pick
you
it
should.
Up.
It's pretty. I'm enjoying it. I really am. I'm kind of upset that the second episode hasn't come out yet, because the last few games they've pumped out that second episode fairly quick, and just, it was the third and fourth episodes that were that took a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to that next episode, because it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. There's certain choices that I made that I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't make that, because they showed up in that episode.
Oh yeah.
There were consequences in that particular episode for certain choices that I made, and I was just like, well, I thought I was doing this. I thought, I didn't really understand that this would have that big of an impact. I mean, there's one choice where it's do you shake this person's hand or not?
I know exactly who you mean.
And it's well, I thought if you didn't shake his hand, you would be considered rude, or it's that was a kind of iffy situation for me, and I totally went against everything that I went against my Batman in this gameplay.
But if you did shake his hand, it shows that you're showing him support.
Yeah, and now I had to backtrack and be like, no, I don't, no, that's not it. It was just a handshake. I was trying not to be rude, because I was afraid it would be all the guests think you're rude because you didn't, I don't know. Those Telltale games, they're man, they don't give you a lot of time to think.
No, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
What really kind of interests me, but not so much. I have bought the game yet. About this new Telltale Batman is it's Bruce Wayne. There's a lot more Bruce Wayne than
a lot of Bruce Wayne
than any previous Batman game.
Yeah, there is a lot of Bruce Wayne, and there are some there are some choices that I'm just there's one choice in particular that did not have a time, and it took me 5 minutes to figure out what I was gonna do. I think I'm gonna go this way, because that's totally what Batman would do. Batman would go this way. My Batman, because there's all these different Batmans out there. From the different movies and the games and all the different animated shows and animated movies and shorts and stuff, and it's I'm trying to mix my Batman, the Batman that I like, whether it's the animated series plus whatever else, maybe the Dark Knight and
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going through that. I went through it as what I think Batman should be. My Batman. Which I like it, because it's it's unlike the movies where you're watching and you're like, no, Batman would never do that. And I'm the director, bitch. Make a Batman movie. That's fine, considering we've been seeing, poor choices in Batman stuff lately.
Yeah, well, in cinema, but there's always been.
And some of the animated stuff, some of those latest animated stuff, it's just
still have yet to watch it.
Batman versus Robin. Ugh.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It wasn't that good. I mean,
no, it wasn't. The better of all that stuff. But I didn't think it was bad. But I've still yet to watch Killing Joke. It is sitting on my Amazon account, just waiting for me to watch it. But I've just heard such bad things.
The ending is true to the comics, though. I appreciated that, because in the comics it kind of leaves it open for interpretation. And I'm glad they went that way instead of, giving you definitive a lot of times. So I'm glad, they didn't take liberty with the ending of the comic. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm able to control Batman and make it my Batman. So it's kind of like I'm getting justice for what the no pun intended actually for everything that's been happening in the cinemas with the DC movies. So and then yeah, that's about it. I popped in Destiny just to show somebody some stuff, and I opened my like little boxes you get from the post office for free. Like you can earn 3 of them, or you can buy, and then you can buy more. And I'm just like, oh great! I finally got one piece of this armor that looks like the Taken. That makes you look like the Taken. I finally got one piece since like. I don't know, March. The update came out around March, I think. So, like, oh, great. I finally got one piece, and everything, I've got nothing but, this other, all the other boxes I've gotten, which you get one free. No matter what, you get one free a week in the post office, in your post box, without having to do anything. The others, you can you play this one mode, and then you play this other mode, and so you can get up to 3 free. So for the first few weeks that update was out, that update was out, I got the 3 each week, and then it's just I would sign on every month, and then open up my free ones, and yeah, I finally got one piece, that of that armor that makes you look like the Taken. That is the only way you can get that emote, is if you have all the pieces of that armor. You can get the little twitch that the Taken do. So it's kind of this is where RNG is broken and just breaks the game. Because I have God knows how many hours. A disgusting amount of hours.
You have a lot of hours, yeah.
And so I'm just so it makes me, I'm so happy when I boot it up, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, after 5 or 10 minutes I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna waste my time with this. And I instantly realized, oh crap, I may get invites from people who are like, oh, he's on Destiny, let's send him invites. I realized that shortly after, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to get off this. I do not want to be suckered in. And then I went and played some Rocket League. Because I wanted to show off the Batmobile to a friend. Because, I don't know, Batman, Batmobile seemed pretty relevant since I've been playing the Telltale series and stuff. So, but that's all I've been really playing. Nothing too much. I got that Titanfall 2 tech whatever
tech test,
yeah, which is alpha footage, which it's is it really yeah, it's alpha gameplay, which is is it really alpha, because it's coming out this year, right?
Yeah, it should be in beta.
It should be in beta.
Really, it should be in beta.
They're like, no, it's not an open beta. It's a test tech that has alpha gameplay, and it's it comes out in October, right? So that's 2 months away.
Yeah, I've downloaded it. That's what we're playing tonight on the OFR game night.
Yeah, and so yeah, look out for that. You gonna be streaming that?
I am.
Okay, yeah. So look out for that. Stuart will be streaming it, so you can watch Stuart play and listen to all of us chat,
right, and Ace dying a lot all the time,
and us making fun of Ace for dying a lot all the time.
Yeah.
Typical game night. Yeah, I made it to the... Was it last week I made it to the very end?
Yeah.
like just to chat. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to go through a whole week without chatting with y'all. I'm gonna jump on my laptop. And then it was like, oh, you have this error, this issue that's happening. You need to fix this. And luckily, you went through the same issue, and you told me you need to do this.
Yeah, yeah. I did your.
You did my troubleshooting.
That's it. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did your troubleshooting for you.
Yeah. So that definitely was useful because I was like, hello, I don't, nothing's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably talk about that. I tried to join the Xbox group last Friday for the LFR game night on my PC, and because there was an update to the Windows Xbox app, they did some settings changes, and like you needed to go through like a Toretto IP, and it was like off by default. And like I had to go into my command console on the PC to change it. Like command prompts and everything. So it was kind of bullshit.
Yeah. And the speaking of that, the Windows 10 anniversary update came out, didn't it?
Did it?
No, it's downloaded on my laptop. I don't think it's downloaded on my PC. Because there's like a new little special notification thing on the bottom. Like, it looks slightly different. There's like a little bubble that pops up if there's notifications on Windows 10 now, and that's all I noticed on my laptop. Because this is like the third time in like a week and a half that I've had my desktop on, so and not too many more times have I had my laptop on, but yeah, so that's out, I guess. Apparently there's some changes, like they're comparing it to, what is it, like SP, like how XP had SP1,
Oh,
you know.
okay. The
And then SP2
service packs, yeah.
service pack. Yeah, they're comparing it to that, which isn't this supposed to be like the last OS too?
They said how they're saying like, oh, the Xbox Scorpio is going to be like the last console. Bullshit. Oh.
Yeah, the Scorpio will be the last. It'll be Scorpio 1, Scorpio 2, Scorpio 3, Scorpio 4. Unless they somehow have think that they're gonna be able to do streaming stuff to, like on live type stuff. That's the only way I could ever see like there only being one final console,
Yeah.
Because if they think their server side stuff is going to be able to compensate for, new whatever. But then after, it's like, 5 years later, you're still going to have the same box? No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not going to be it.
That's not how things work.
Yeah. So it is what it is. So news, Stuart.
What little there is. Intel kind of announced they're kind of getting into the VR market with their Project Alloy. It's going to be it's going to be open source, and they're working kind of closely with Microsoft, so it's also going to run HoloLens. At least that's what they're saying. And kind of the big thing about this, there's no cords. So the cords that people are getting tripped up with on the Oculus and the Rift, or and the Oculus and the Vive, it doesn't have it. So if it's actually decent and good, that may be the one to get.
Yeah, I mean, Intel, they're the company that you think, oh, they can do that. Like, you hear they're working on, oh, yeah, I believe they can do that. Isn't Intel the one who has the supercomputer?
I was just going to say,
Jeopardy?
They just have Watson just kind of sitting, just making these kind of decisions for them.
Until it turns into Skynet.
Right, yeah, and that's going to happen.
Then, they're robot overlords, and,
Which is why I never say anything bad about a computer now.
I love my computers.
I have it on record. I've loved technology. Don't kill me.
I love technology. It doesn't love me sometimes.
Yeah.
As if you're a recurring listener of the show, we have technical difficulties quite a bit. It's because we're ambitious. We seek out to provide the best content we can. Like we've talked to other people who are just like, oh yeah, we just record our Skype chat, and it's just like for us, we can't do that. We gotta record our own separate thing, or separate audios, sync it up, so that it's perfect. If there is some kind of Skype, connection issue, that our audio's still fine.
Actually, right now, you don't sound great right now, and it's going over the stream, and that irritates me, but I can do nothing about it.
It's just Skype. Sometimes Skype doesn't work right.
I know, yeah.
And we had so many issues with Skype, just recording Skype, because we did that at first, and then we were like, well, it doesn't take that many extra steps to record our own audio and then sync it and then mix it and edit it and all that. I mean, it doesn't take that much extra. It is extra, but it's better product.
Right, so, and the people who download our podcast get the best possible version they can get, as if we were sitting in the same room. It couldn't get any better.
But since it is us, but and then we decided, we're gonna stream it, and then have this fancy, each of our cameras, and then Stuart's gonna put up these little news topic pictures to go with what we're talking about, and our fancy layout, and so we're ambitious, and sometimes we're a little too ambitious.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but
I mean we're so ambitious. We're not just streaming on YouTube anymore. We're also streaming on Twitch at the same time.
Yeah, we are, and so far so good, I guess.
Yeah.
But Intel, they're a company I trust.
Yeah.
I'll never have a PC without Intel. I just won't.
I'm with you. Intel and Nvidia.
Yeah, when
those
someone's
two gotta have.
When someone's like, "Oh, my PC AMD," I'm like, ugh. Literally, when I think AMD, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, whenever Blue's like, "Oh, I'm looking at these AMD cards," I'm like, "Why?"
Exactly.
Come over to Nvidia. We're good.
Oh, I've given him so much shit over that. I have. When we're at PAX South, and he's talking to the AMD guy and stuff like that, and then we leave, and I'm just like, Blue, you really you shouldn't go with AMD. You really need to, switch over to the to the right side. I've given him so much shit, and because I trust Intel.
Yeah.
Intel and Nvidia, they have all, they're the leaders. They have all the, awesome hardware and software, and and soon they'll have the VR headset that's cord free. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, the delay on that is kind of what I'm wondering about, because it's what's wireless, so I mean, you have to have just to the nanosecond with VR. Otherwise, you are going to get sick.
True, but you don't think they have some kind of like? I mean, I don't know. You don't think Wi-Fi is strong enough?
No.
Like, Wi-Fi direct?
Absolutely. No. Absolutely not.
I'm not talking about like Wi-Fi through your router. I'm talking about Wi-Fi direct, like direct to.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Unless you design a brand new, like Wi-Fi, yeah, just design a new Wi-Fi.
A new frequency.
Yeah, that's it.
So you don't think, what is it? It's at AC now? AC is the highest?
I don't know.
BGN, then I think AC is the highest. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything higher than AC right now, but anyways, I don't know. I have faith in Intel. I do. They continue to be the leaders. Like their stuff is just amazing. Like, you know, to the point where my processor that I've had for almost about 3 years now is still like beast. Like there's no reason to really upgrade my CPU right now.
Yeah, like mine's, you know, a year older than yours, and I'm not there yet.
Exactly. So that's, you know, but you know, if I ever want to, you know, you can, but like it's not like how it used to be, where, you know, couple years and then it's just like, oh well, nothing supports your processor. I remember when that was a thing, like when the processors were like Pentium and stuff like that. It'd be like, oh great, I can't play anything with this thing now.
Right.
I just got this PC 2 years ago. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I wonder how people will react to it. I mean, because we already have Vive and Oculus and PlayStation VR is coming out in October, so it'll be interesting if the market can hold a fourth.
Well, they're saying second half of 2017.
Okay. And it'd be interesting if it can also double as a HoloLens.
Well, that's what they're saying. I mean, if you the article I'm looking at actually shows like a guy like putting his hand out, and his hand is actually showing up in VR. It doesn't look good, but it is there. So there is kind of something, you know, more than just a low end camera like on the Vive. On the front of this thing.
Well, they still have a year before it launches, so
yeah. And that meant in the second half of 2017, maybe the dev units. Who knows?
I so wish I could just leave right now. A cadabra has just appeared in my nearby. I have not gotten a cadabra yet. I've gotten
really?
Very few abras. Very few abras.
Oh, okay, abras. Yes.
But yeah, there's the silhouette of a cadabra, which, you know, the meme of all these years of who's that Pokemon is finally paying off.
Yep.
It's so true. Yeah, there's a cadabra nearby, and it's just like, ah. And then something just popped up, and I'm like, oh, it was a Venonat.
Just you know, get on Skype on your phone, take us for a walk around your neighborhood as you catch Pokemon.
That would be interesting. That would. Actually, right behind my house, like I go, but through my house, my backyard, through there's a gate in my back gate, and then there's a field. In my field, there's a Pokestop and a gym because there's like a church, like not directly behind my house's field. That's but like right next to it. So all I gotta do is go through my backyard, walk like 30 seconds, and I'm at a gym and a Pokestop. So
I take it you've captured that gym many times.
many times. It's interesting. You don't have to hold the gym that long. You can collect whenever. It's just you have to. Some people think you have to wait 24 hours to collect, or you have to wait. You hold the gym for 24 hours. No, you can just collect as many gyms as you want, and then click collect, and then the timer starts from when you can collect next on gyms. So I'll go around late. I'll go around at like 8, 9 at night, and I'll grab a few gyms around the neighborhood, and then I'll collect, and then I'll be like, okay, I got my coins. It's getting closer. Anyways, what else do you got?
Sticking with VR news, Minecraft for VR was released, which they were saying Notch was not interested in having Minecraft on the Oculus Rift at all. But Notch now is no longer part of Mojang, however.
And Microsoft and Oculus have a partnership.
Right. Yes. So the update came out this week, which I've actually kind of already used Minecraft VR mode because it's on the Gear VR, and from what I can tell, it's the exact same thing.
Okay.
You can play two different ways. One, you're actually in the world looking around like you would expect a VR experience to be, or you can sit in a Minecraft style living room playing on a TV, playing Minecraft on a TV.
I mean, there's not too much you can do with that. It's Minecraft. At the end of the day, it's Minecraft still.
Right, and that's what they did with the VR stuff. Exactly, kind of what they needed to do. And that's about it. That's all I got.
Okay, I did see something.
Okay.
That seemed interesting that I have. You probably don't have a graphic for it. Sorry.
Give me a minute and I can find one. Maybe.
Apparently, we were talking before the show started. We were talking about like how Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty is gonna have zombies in it, and everything. All the Call of Duties now are gonna have zombies in it because last one had zombies, and this one has zombies, and then this upcoming one is gonna have zombies, and they're just like screw each developer having their own special, special mode besides single player and story, having their special cooperative mode. Forget that. We're just gonna throw zombies in every single one of them. Well, looks like Metal Gear's doing the same thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Metal Gear Survive, a 4-player stealth co-op game set within the Metal Gear universe, due for release on Xbox One, PS4, and PC in 2017. Set directly after the events of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, Survive sees the members of I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Militaris Sans Front. I don't know. Something.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Not killed in the game's finale, transported through a wormhole into an alternate universe where they're forced to battle a where they're forced to battle a force of crystalline zombies, and it seems at least one Metal Gear itself. So they're fighting zombies. Metal Gear is fighting zombies.
All right,
Like,
that's weird.
okay, that's pretty weird. Um, I'm kind of intrigued though. I mean, it's a 4-player co-op game.
Right, which is nothing like Metal Gear.
True.
I mean,
but
I thought the multiplayer in in Phantom Pain was odd.
that did seem pretty weird. I never played it, but I heard a lot about it.
I never did actually play the multiplayer because it's just that's not Metal Gear to me. It's not a multiplayer game.
I've only ever played Metal Gear 4.
That's
So
a weird one. That's a weird one. Metal Gear 4 is
it
a
was
weird
good. I enjoyed it. It was good for what it was.
I'm not saying it was bad. It was a weird one though.
It was pretty weird. Yeah.
The smoking monkey. Just yeah.
Yeah, there's something I haven't thought about in a while. The smoking monkey. Yeah. Okay. That is something I haven't thought about in years.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's, I guess, Metal Gear, crazy, awesome action game now has zombies, but it's a stealth game, so you're supposed to kill the zombies stealthy.
There kind of was zombies in it, in a way. I want to say in 1 or 2, there was kind of a zombie-esque enemy.
Yeah, apparently, it's built for 4-player co-op. It'll have new weaponry and stuff. It's going to use the same, the Fox engine as both of the Metal Gear Solid 5, the prequel and the regular one. So it's, I mean, they have the assets for it, so I mean, it's not too surprising that they decided, oh, we're going to put out this co-op, zombie game, because people like co-op zombie games. And people like Metal Gear, so we can take 2 years and make this, since we already have all these assets, and there's no crazy I don't know. I guess there's gonna be crazy story, but I wouldn't think. Will the story be like? Would you think the story would be a big part of this game, or you think the story would just be like a background for the game?
One second, I got that. Okay. It should be a main part of the game. I mean, because the Metal Gear games are just so story focused, and they're so crazy.
But the Metal Gear games aren't 4-player co-op. That's
right.
The thing. When you get into 4-player co-op, it's kind of like you can't really focus too much on the story, because there's you're chatting with friends, and you're not really. That's why it's always kind of tough to play stuff like Halo with other people, because it's like, oh,
yeah,
people are talking, and especially if you played with someone who's already played through the stuff you played through, like. Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm actually I'll actually keep my eye out on this.
Well, it's not going to be $60, so that's.
Are you looking at a different article?
When I typed in Metal Gear Survive,
Okay.
first thing that popped up was a Polygon article. Headline: Metal Gear Survive won't cost $60.
Okay, that'll be cool if it's like, I don't know, $30-$40. I could see that being reasonable.
Yeah.
Especially if it's fun. If it's a fun 4-player game, where like you, me, Ace, and Nox can play through, like, that'll be pretty cool. That would definitely be worth it, because it's like It's tough to find. It's you'd think there'd be more, but there's not that many like great co-op games out there.
No.
You think like 2016 there would be more out there, but there just isn't.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So hopefully this, like a lot of people are like excited about the new Gears game. I'm kind of like, Gears. I'm kind of done with Gears.
Me too.
I
Although I
I
said
had
that
my
at the first one, so.
I had my fun with Gears, and when everyone wanted to play a few months ago when we were playing, Gears 3 retro game night, and I was kind of like, man, I really don't want to be playing this.
Which I
This
didn't.
this isn't that fun. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm picking up the new Gears or not. I really, that's, I don't know. It'll be a wait and see. But yeah, this new Metal Gear
I'm watching
this came out of nowhere.
I'm watching the trailer for it. The zombies barely have heads. Like
Yeah,
like the top of their heads are all basically gone, and like coming out of the top of it is like a red crystal.
the crystalline zombies. That's what it says.
Yeah.
They're forced to battle a force of crystalline zombies or crystalline,
Well,
crystalline. Yeah.
crystalline. Well, I now know what that means.
Yeah, so they have crystals instead of heads. Makes sense.
Kinda.
I mean, makes
Makes
as much sense as anything else in Metal Gear.
a matter of fact, it probably makes more sense.
Exactly. Because some of that Metal Gear stuff, boy. So yeah, that's the only news article I had. Kind of came out of nowhere, really. Uh, I don't know. There's not a lot. I'm still scrolling, looking through stuff, and it's just like, no. Oh, here's 48 minutes ago on Polygon. Minecraft on Oculus Rift is not ready for human consumption.
Well, okay, Game Informer, you're wrong then. 'Cause that's where I got my article.
Well, that's your problem, Game Informer. Like, they're owned by GameStop.
That's true.
Yeah. Which surprisingly, the only time I've been to GameStop in like I don't know how long was when I was at the mall a couple times because GameStop is a gym
Of course it is.
in our mall. It's a Pokemon gym. So I don't know why. Like, here's this monument of or this monument of this old time soldier, and here's this memorial, and here's this church, and here's I could get down on a fire station being a gym, sure, but GameStop, like, okay, whatever, but I guess that's it. Shorter show, but that's
Yeah.
good, I guess, because I mean, there's just not any real news, and next week we'll talk about Titanfall 2, our impressions,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be this weekend and next weekend, right?
I have no idea. I've not been. I've not
I think
keep it up on like unless if our little chat that we all do, if that didn't exist, I would not even know that there was a Titanfall.
I hardly even looked through that chat, yeah, but I did see that. Like, I haven't had time to really look through much of that chat, but I have seen that it's this weekend and then next weekend. Like, it's
Okay.
Monday, it's Friday through I think Monday or Sunday, or I don't know, Monday or Sunday, but and then same as next weekend. I guess they're gonna introduce different modes next weekend.
Okay. Well, I mean, let them, let everybody play through. You see all weekend long. Give them a week to fix things, and then try again.
Exactly. Which that's the way you want. That's the way you want, like a, I guess, tech test.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the new. I mean, are any other developers are going to start using that? It's on open beta. It's a tech test.
Well, it really is kind of what it is. It's basically them asking, break our servers.
Well, that's stress test, right?
I kind of see tech tests and stress tests at the same thing.
Maybe they're like, okay, we want to see if these features actually work well in a large with a large group. Like these certain features in this game that we've tested, we've internally tested, but you internally test something, you only get so much, but if you release it to a larger, you can see how maybe this feature can actually be game breaking. Maybe that's what they're expecting.
Maybe, yeah.
Or trying to show off. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna get off this. I'm gonna grab some food, and then I don't even know when the game night starts tonight.
It usually starts around 10 Eastern, but it's more like when everybody ends up showing up.
Yeah, pretty much. Ace is like, "Oh, I'm about to get on," and then an hour later, he's on.
Well, Knox, he's like, "Okay, I'll be on in 15 minutes." Then he never shows up, or he goes off and plays the Division
with other people. Exactly. He goes off and plays with other people. Like last week, but alrighty, I guess. Be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com. We stream this show on YouTube and Twitch now.
Yeah.
So your choice of streaming platform. If you wanted to see it on another streaming platform, I guess let us know. Maybe we can look into it.
There's one I've been hearing about called Hitbox. I don't know.
I've been hearing about that for a bit, yeah, but I just never checked it out.
It looks like another streaming site to me.
Yeah, so let us know. We've hardly had articles, but we're gonna hopefully soon we'll be putting some videos up. I want to do some more Left 4 Dead custom stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
So definitely we need to check that out. Mods, there we go.
Yeah, we haven't done Left 4 Dead mods in a couple years.
Yeah, and we have a list of ones that we want to do back then. So
right, yes.
Need to go look through that site. Go look through some of those sites and find, see what's added now, because I can't even imagine some of the stuff that might be there now. But and then so some other stuff, but yeah, our YouTube channel is right there on our site. You can just click the link to see it there. Our 3 most recent videos are on the site, so they're just there. Everything's on the site, thegeeksftw.com. That's the best place to find everything. And as far as Twitter goes, Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I'm at Geeky Williams. And if you're watching on the video feed, you see them right below us the whole time. So, yeah, follow us, I guess. Interact with us. Tell us, are you excited about Metal Gear fighting zombies? Or the Metal Gear people fighting zombies?
Actually, Dead Rising came up after we were talking about that. So,
no, Dead Rising. Oh, I'm so looking forward to Dead Rising 4. That's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good, especially with what's his name back?
Frank West.
Frank West, yeah, and it looks like there's gonna be more photos, like the photo features coming back.
Yeah.
That was so cool. That I missed that from the first one. I love Dead Rising 3. It was great, but I'm so excited for Dead Rising 4 and the
I
fact that
only ever played the first one.
it's so good. I I'd be surprised if Dead Rising 3 isn't Games with Gold in the next couple months, with the fourth one coming out.
Yeah.
Then again, they still haven't put Rise out.
Right, yeah. Which is... They absolutely should make Rise a game for gold, because then I'll actually play it.
Yep. But I guess that's a wrap for episode 268. We'll see you next time.
Bye! And thank you for you guys who showed up to watch our show. It was fantastic. First time streaming on Twitch, and we got people watching.
That's awesome.
More than we can say when we were streaming on YouTube.
Definitely. That's awesome.
Well, Larry did show up to say hi on YouTube, so. Well, peace out, guys.